Okay, today I want to talk about something a little off topic, but it's about the fear that you might have about starting with watercolor. So, have you ever wanted to paint with watercolor, but you felt a little nervous to even start? And maybe you're worried that it won't turn out right. Maybe you've tried it before, it didn't go well. Or maybe you're afraid someone will see it and will judge you for it. Well, if you've ever felt this way, you are definitely not alone. And today I want to talk a little bit about fear in watercolor while I paint this little quick koi fish under 5 minutes. Hi everyone, it's Kelly here. I'm back. I've decided this comfortable couch is like the perfect spot for me to sit here. Got my little pillow, my little my little space. I love it here. All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys today about fear. Fear of starting your watercolors, fear of painting, fear of what people are going to think about your art. And we're going to talk about how you can let that go and why it's important to move past that for yourself, for everyone, for the world, because art is beautiful, it's creative, it's a piece of your heart, and it's important to put it out there in the world. Is that corny? That might be a little too corny. Anyway, so I have been working with my 5 minute challenges now for almost 2 weeks. I did them off and on, but I never really showed them. It was kind of like my little secret warm up. I think I might have shared a few of them with you guys. But lately, I've just been like, all right, I'm just going to put it out there. I think people are really enjoying the 5 minutes, and everyone has 5 minutes to paint. So it's the perfect thing to do and perfect if you only have a few minutes a day for yourself, for that quiet time, for that creativity. And honestly, by doing it, that is going to help your fear. It's also going to give you so much more confidence. Just in this past week, listening to the folks in Patreon, I mean, obviously, yes, you're going to have struggles along the way. That is just part of it. That's part of learning. When you do it every day consistently, and you're just doing for 5 or 10 minutes, just doing it is the key. It's not about sitting down painting for hours upon hours, getting frustrated and not doing it for another week. Just those little 5 minute increments every day for that short period of time. You gain so much knowledge about yourself, about the paints, about water, about how much water to use, how much water your brush holds, how much water your paper holds. So there's so much to it. Those are the main things. And I think once you get those under control, then you can go to something else like your pigments. And people get so caught up in like what the color is, what the color codes are. Is this light fast? Is this semi-transparent? Is this granulating? Let's just skip that part first. Just go into those basics. Just learn about your paints, and you just need simple paints. Get a couple of brushes. You don't need hundreds of them. Two, maybe a medium-sized round brush and a fine detail brush, and get yourself some cotton paper, whether it's Strathmore watercolor cards to cut into half and practice on those, or it's on Legion paper, 100% cotton, or Fabriano, or Meaden, or Layton. There are tons of different papers, and if you want to learn about more about paper and sizing, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to share a little bit more on that if you're not familiar with cold press, hot press, 140 pound, 300 pound, all that good stuff. All right, you guys, so let's get into this one. I'm going to be painting a little koi fish for a demonstration. And this is funny because one of you on YouTube thought my black and orange one that I had done a shorts video on last week, or it might have even been Sunday. They were like, I thought it was going to be a koi fish because of the colors, you know. And one of you did ask for a black and orange combo because I was like, give me the combo colors you want to see, and white trees. And when I first looked at it, I thought that you said a black and orange cat with white trees and with white background. And I'm like, oh no, cat. Oh. And then when I put it out there, someone said they thought it was going to be a koi fish. So I laughed. So I did a koi fish this week. And I did it much quicker than I thought I would. I just got the little shape in. There's no sketch with this one either. So if you want to watch the full tutorial, it is up on Patreon. We're going to talk about something else while I paint it today. All right, we'll see you inside. This is just a simple 5 minute warm up painting, so it's actually a great way to move past some of those creative fears that hold a lot of artists back. And if you didn't get a chance to check out the videos last week on our 5 minute paintings, please check those out. I think they'll be super helpful for you if you are struggling. So, as artists, especially when we're starting out, watercolors can feel very intimidating, right? Sometimes that paint moves a little too quickly for us. Sometimes the water does what it wants. And sometimes it feels like we are supposed to magically know how to control it. So a lot of people hesitate before they even begin. And I hear this all the time from students. They'll say things like, I'm afraid I'll ruin the paper. I don't want to waste my supplies. Or the big one, what if it turns out terrible? Well, that fear can stop us even before we start painting the brush to the paper, right? And as a matter of fact, my patrons last week had just mentioned that they're trying to figure out, how do I know when is the right time to add that bloom of color? And I think it's important for us to remember that watercolor is meant to be a little unpredictable. And that's the part of it that makes it just so stinking beautiful, right? So right now I'm dropping in a little color for the body of this koi fish. It's nothing that's complicated. There's no sketch on this one. I'm just letting that paint spread and I'm letting it do its thing. Adding a little orange, adding a little red, adding a little bit of like a yellow tint to it, all those colors that koi fish have. I'm going to even add a little bit of black, but you do have to be careful with black because a little goes a long way with that one. So just is exactly the kind of exercise that I love to do when I am feeling stuck, when I'm feeling hesitant, or when I just want to relax, paint, and maybe start off my day with a nice warm up. So it's only 5 minutes, and you can pick one small subject. It could be as simple as this koi fish. It could be trees, a little landscape, which I love to do with lots of different colors. And it's also a great way to check out your color combos and play around. So there's no pressure with this. But another fear that comes up a lot for artists is fear of rejection. So maybe you want to share your work online, or maybe you want to show it to friends and family, or maybe you're just worried that someone will say it's not good enough. So I know that that fear can be really powerful, but the truth is that every artist, even experienced ones, have paintings that don't turn out the way they hoped. And I've been painting for years, you guys. So I still have paintings that I look at and think, well, this one didn't quite work out, did it? And I'll have to say, that's completely normal. So art isn't about getting it perfect every single time. But what it is about is showing up, experimenting, and letting yourself learn through that process. Because when we do these quick little warm-ups like this, like the koi fish, it's not about creating a masterpiece. But what it is about is loosening up. It's learning to get comfortable with the paint and the water and your brushes. And it's reminding yourself that not every painting has to matter quite so much to you. You can see here I'm just adding some darker colors for the fins and the tail and a little bit additional for movement around the outside, like there's a little ripple in there. And I'm letting everything kind of stay soft and watery. And I still got this in. It was actually 4 minutes, so I added a few more things to it because I did it so fast that I didn't even realize that I had time to add some more things to it. So watercolor really shines when you stop trying to control everything. And a lot of beginners think that they need to plan everything perfectly before they start painting. But honestly, some of the most beautiful watercolor moments, I've said this before, happen when you just let the paint move. You don't even touch it. So these little exercises, I think, are going to help you build the confidence that you need. Because when you paint something small and simple, you start to realize that, oh, well, maybe this isn't as hard as I thought it was. And from that grows confidence. And from that repetition, you feel stronger in your paintings. They may not be perfect, but from showing up again and again, and that's what builds it. Okay, so if you If watercolors ever felt intimidating to you, try something small like this. Let me know in the comments down below what stops you from trying your first watercolors. But give yourself 5 minutes, pick just 2 or 3 colors, paint something simple, a fish, a flower, a landscape, and remind yourself that this isn't about being perfect. It's just about letting the paints move and enjoy the process. If you enjoyed this exercise, I share more of these watercolor tutorials, the tips, the paint alongs here in my membership. And if you want to dive deeper into watercolor and techniques, I also share longer tutorials and live sessions in my Patreon group. And those usually have a full video with voice or voiceover. So if you want to try a little koi fish, or you want to try this particular one with the orange and black with little white trees, I would love to have you over there to join our little group. And we do have a free 7-day trial on Patreon if you want to come and check it out. I've got 2 years worth of stuff over there for us to play around with and go through. And if you do try this little koi fish, I'd love to see it. So feel free to tag me on social media at kellychessie_fine art. And if this video helped you feel a little less nervous about watercolor, let me know in the comments because I would love to hear about it. All right, thanks so much for painting with me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. You'll get an email whenever I send out a new video. And I will see you in the next one. Hope you have a great week. Bye.